Some persons seem to be up in arms over the Prime Minister's statements in regards to the Venezuela and United States crisis that's happening right out at our doorstep, basically in the Caribbean seas. And that statement that she made was kill them all. Literally, all of those that involved in drug trafficking, sending drugs from Venezuela to the United States, or even destined for Trinidad and Tobago. The Prime Minister literally said, kill them all. But some persons, mainly the opposition, they're not too founded by these statements. And in fact, Penelope Beckles had a lot to say on social media while still condemning the Prime Minister for, saying this on a WhatsApp message and saying that we need to operate with some sort of diplomacy. Here's the thing. Trinidad and Tobago, for all those that are scared and saying we are dot on the map and Trinidad this and Trinidad that and Trinidad the other, and we shouldn't be engaging in ourselves with anything that's going on with Venezuela, let me remind you that this is the same Prime Minister that said in 2023, touch one, touch all. The opposition back then, she was the leader of the opposition when she said touch one, touch all against Venezuela. And I 100% stand with that. You have a opposition that is now telling you and telling the media that, she needs to be CARICOM centric and she needs to speak with leaders of CARICOM and we need to have some sort of diplomacy. While they were the ones dancing with the narco terrorist, Maduro, they were the ones, their Prime Minister, Keith Christopher Rowley, was dancing and parading with a narco terrorist named Maduro and inviting Delcy Rodriguez into Trinidad and Tobago while the United States had sanctions on them. But now Penny, 1% Penny, Penny who have nothing to offer Trinidad and Tobago, have the gall to talk about Kamla, Persad, Bissessar and the United National Congress and this UNC-centric administration. Man, miss me with the nonsense completely. You have no merit, no grounds to talk about anything in Trinidad and Tobago when your government was the one that was dancing with the narco terrorists and tried to stay out of quote-unquote Venezuela business while still bringing them right here in Trinidad and Tobago. That makes sense? Kamla was the one as SC, MP and Prime Minister to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. She was the one that literally stood in defense of Trinidad and Tobago while people like you, Penelope Beckles, Keith Christopher Rowley, Stuart Young, and the band of PNM thieves and 1% dancing with Maduro and selling Trinidad and Tobago for what? One piece of silver? Not even gold, silver. They're selling Trinidad and Tobago for and their souls for. People of Trinidad and Tobago, look, read, listen. Everything is on social media and everything is there for you to actually read and see for yourself. In fact, today, the US President Donald Trump, and I'm reading it for you, US President Donald Trump literally said to Venezuela, any move against Trinidad and Tobago, any neighbors in the Caribbean will be met with aggression. And the aggression that he stated is unstoppable American force. So what we worried about, I understand that we're right next to Venezuela, but join the live tonight Trinidad and Tobago, because our CARICOM brothers in 2019 spoke about illicit drug trafficking warfare that's happening right here in Trinidad and Tobago, and PNM officials did absolutely nothing about it. They heard the article, they listened to the CARICOM report, but they did absolutely nothing about it. So when Penelope Beckles talking to you and telling you that CARICOM this, CARICOM that, and our Prime Minister should be listening to CARICOM, Penelope Beckles, why your government that you were a part of and still a part of today, the opposition, didn't listen to that 2019 CARICOM report that spoke about not only human trafficking, but a drug trade between Trinidad and Tobago, Venezuela, and other Caribbean countries, and even America. Why you didn't do anything about that? The people-centric now because they're out of power, but as soon as they are given power again, them same people will become a band of thieves, only worried about their 1% friends and families and about taking billions of dollars out of your pocket. For what purpose? To make themselves rich. It is Keith Rowley that said, the rich must get richer while the poor take themselves out of poverty. And I guarantee you, Penelope Beckles, as the imbecile in charge of the opposition now, she shares the same mandate. Trinidad and Tobago, be warned, but join the live tonight and we take a deep dive into it starting at 8 p.m. right here on Facebook and across on YouTube and of course TikTok.